back with our friend Jodie Foster. You grew up in the public eye. You grew up in Hollywood. There is sort of a public awakening because of the Me Too movement and some of the abuses in Hollywood. Do you see this as a moment that you think can change what the culture is like in making movies, making television, and the way women are treated or marginalized or objectified?
Well, it's an extraordinary moment in history. It really is. It's a watershed moment, and not just affecting the film industry. Of course, it's every industry, every workplace. I'm really bad. I really hate sound bites. I'm not good at sound bites. I'm somebody who talks for a really long time.
Okay, we'll
like
edit you down.
hours and hours and hours and hours. So I haven't really wanted to add yet another opinion into the mix because I feel like now we really need to. I'd love to hear complexity about it, and I feel like there's.
What is the complexity? What do you mean, like differentiation between different?
Well, what now? You know, what's the next step? I think justice via Twitter was important in the beginning, and certainly to finally hear voices of women moving forward and embracing feminism and women's studies that has been around for a while. And but now I really want to hear I want to hear the next step about what are we going to do?
Do you have any idea of what it should be? If you could wave a wand, what would the next step be?
I think if we've learned from other social justice movements, it's that you can't attack a problem by just doing one thing. You know, it can't just be legislation, it can't just be rules. You know, because somebody gets a rule that says blacks can vote, and they're like, oh well, yesterday they couldn't. I don't accept that. I think that you have to have a number of different ways that the culture changes. So if there was like a summit where we all got together and shared all of our stories and were able to, in a really complicated way, talk about the dynamics that we've all grown up with, that the things that made us who we are, that made us men, that made us women, I mean, that would be a good thing.
That's a long process.
Yeah.
That would be a long, long process.
It's a long process. But, you know, I really admired Desmond Tutu's Truth and Reconciliation after apartheid. That idea that, that the injustices had happened for so long and they'd been so deep and had so many hundreds of years that the kind of healing that you needed to have had to happen between people and neighborhoods and people coming together and telling both sides of the story and being able to look somebody in the face and hold their hand. And I think that's what's missing, really, is the other side of the equation.
Well, right now we're hearing some of the truth. I don't know where the reconciliation happens.
Yeah,
What is the road to a reconciliation? Because right now it is someone is credibly accused. Thankfully, the women are believed, right. and presently the person who is accused of it, for all we know, just disappears. Where does the reconciliation happen?
Well, that's when we saw all these beautiful narratives by incredibly articulate actresses, for example. I mean, I'm just so proud of the women and really seeing the details of how they processed what had happened to them. And I would love to see the men on the other side. I would love to see how they could process understanding what their part in all of this was.
What's happening right now, certainly in the volume, is heartening. In the speed, might be troweling over a problem again.
Right. I mean, there isn't probably a woman in this room, certainly, or in the world, who doesn't have a Me Too story. And probably, I'm just going to go out on a limb here, I think mostly what women would like would be just for it to stop. They would just like it to not happen. So that they can, so that we can all go on and do things like, win Nobel Prizes and direct movies and be parents and have fun with the people that you're working with, the guys that you're working with, and they would just like it to stop.
Well, you have directed some great movies, and now you're directing an episode of Black Mirror.
Yes.
We have a clip here. Before we run to the clip, can you tell us what the episode is about?
Oh, yes. The clip, the episode is about, like a lot of Black Mirror, all around the theme of technology. This is a mother-daughter story. A mother would like to keep her child safe. She has all of the paranoias that sometimes new parents have, and she would like she finds this device that allows her to figure out a way to keep her child safe, and it may require an implant.
And she is going
She's going
now
for it.
to the company to have her child enchipped. Jim?
You have a recommendation, so Sarah will be part of our trial period.
Well, it's been tested, though, right?
Of course.
She's not like a guinea pig.
Yes, it's all fully tested, perfectly safe. This is just us fine-tuning our subscription model before the full launch.
Look at the kids.
We're getting feedback on which features our customers use most in the real world.
Uh-huh.
Go up. Yeah. Response so far is just incredible. The sense of security, peace of mind. I mean, the stories we've been hearing, they are truly inspirational.
Can you see the screen?
Okay, then.
Now, as a parent, yeah, it's creepy. Yeah, it's creepy, but as a parent, you can understand the draw, right?
Sure.
Right.
GPS the kid? Sure.
Why not? Well, that's what cell phones are for.
That's true.
Just tell them that you're always using Find My iPhone.
Yeah. Well, Black Mirror is its own, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful show. It's sort of like The Twilight Zone. Each episode is different. It's a little movie, each different cast, different place in the world. This particular one really feels like an indie film. My particular episode feels like a very small indie film that's about the complicated little details between a mother and a daughter.
Well, I look forward to it. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Yeah.
Black Mirror returns to Netflix December 29th. Jodie Foster, everybody. Fan of complexity. Stick around. Wow, what a cliffhanger. What's going to happen in the next Late Show video? Click subscribe to find out.